Good morning, it's Matt Rogers. It's now Thursday the 19th of April 2018. This is another archive gallery of the skies of today. Now people are indeed working very hard to show the truth, because those in the secret society are trying to cover up a heavenly body out there that's entered our solar system, the Illuminati, the powers that be. They need to be exposed as we show the truth on this new video. So please, everybody, keep safe and that stand vigilant and positive. Okay, let's start this archive off now with Rooster's image from Beaverton in the USA, stating through the email as well, many trails, many of geoengineering being sprayed, and our natural skies are just indeed being covered up. These images again are just absolutely genuine, brand new photographs. This is what we show, this is what we're seeing in the skies, and this is what needs to be exposed. Let me now move to the next photograph. Okay, now we've got another member of our community called Sam Hazelwood sent this image in again from the USA. Now she pulled over in a car and took this photograph, and she was very worried what she was seeing in the skies. She has never seen this strange formation of chemical trails. People still believe they are cloud systems. Now the thing is, on the photograph, which you can see is genuine, the skies indeed have got darker. Now I've had lots of other emails as well as messages, questions, stating now that the sun that we see now in our skies is beginning to be as bright as the moon at night. Now our sun is indeed dimming because my belief is that we have heavily objects reflecting, eclipsing our natural sun. There is different colours out there now, beaming through from our inner solar system. The skies, like you see on this photograph just below, is dimming. The blue sky is indeed dimming for the 10 AM skies. I mean, again, you can just see on the photo, can't you, how dark it is. So thank you again for this fantastic photo and your kind email. We have Jessica Ramsey from Columbus sent 2 attachments in. A fellow skywatcher just out scanning the heavens, just like all of us in our community, picking up this strange white sun in the skies that we see of today. Now what is even stranger on this photograph, again just like what you saw on the other photo, is the dimming, the darkening in our skies. Look at the pink reflection reflecting on those chemical cloud formations. They're getting clever now. They're starting to transform those geoengineering trails into now fake looking cloud systems using HAARP and other forms of technology. Let's not turn our backs on this. We need to keep our eyes to what is happening up there in the heavens. Let me now move to the other photograph. This up-to-date photograph has come in from Jacqueline Moore from Jupiter, Florida. Now on the photograph as well is so evident, isn't it? What you're seeing again is a whitewash. The whole system in the sky is chemical trails. Everything is unnatural. There you do see the raising of the sun to the right hand side. You've got a reflection from the halo. It's a whitewash. They have been hammering the skies and it's not stopping. So we do not consent to this, but what we got to do is, as they spray, we will show the true photos. So thank you, Jackie, for this fantastic image. Here is a fresh photograph that's come in also from Dawn from Castle Rock. Now this is interesting, this photograph, because look at that chemical trail that's in front of that halo. We do see a lens flare, but again look at the shadow, and this has been going on for a long time now, hasn't it? We've gathered so much evidence of photography from different people from different nations seeing the same skies the same differences as indeed the signs are now in the heavens. So thank you again for this photo. Okay, we've got an attachment that's come straight through from Martin from London, in the capital of the UK. Can you see again, looking straight up to the skies, you've got them crosses of these geoengineering chemtrails. Now thinking back, from the older days, 1990, 2000s, there was no chemtrails, chemical trails like this we saw in the skies of London. Nowhere. Higher populated areas are being sprayed very hard. I mean, I'm getting the emails again from Las Vegas stating that the skies are being hammered with these chemical trails in front of the area that we see the Sol. So Martin, thank you for this image. We have Anne from Cyprus, seeing the dimming of the sun. Now, in the email that Anne wrote as well, stating that our sun is starting to look like the moon at times, the bright light in the skies. Now, you will pick up this dim and darkness certain times of the day. Many reports about 11:30. Many reports also at 9:30 in the morning, and then through the daytime about 2 p.m. I mean, look at the sky above. You can start to catch the dark blue, but there's a haze in front of the area that you see of this white sun. Let me move to the other photograph that Anne sent in. This is indeed a very interesting photograph, because to the left side, like the other video, the skies in the photographs are showing that there is a darkening happening out there. This light that you see in the skies is artificial sunlight. Down below you've got that pink haze. Even the building that you see in the centre and then rooftops to the left hand side, there's a dark shade. It's not natural what we're seeing in our skies right now. But those, again, in power, simply want you to think that everything is fine. They will tell you it is a change, but they won't tell you the truth. There is simply a huge object that's in our inner solar system, and it's causing our natural sun to darken. Let me now move to the next genuine photograph. This is Anne's next photograph, which is a true image of the skies today. This image again was taken from down in Cyprus, a beautiful part of the world, but indeed what they're seeing now is geoengineering from their skies. They always geoengineer in front of the Sol. And even in the sky down here, the evening sun down here in the UK, Great Britain, I could see the amount of chemtrail activity being sprayed, but there was something else to the right side, similar to chemtrails, but they were moving down a different angle. What were they? Something else? But I'm going to try and catch the images next time I see this. It's very important. Now, on the photograph again, you can see, can't you, even on the grass, the trees, the beach, the lights, the display, everything, even the sky itself, it's darkening. Even to this tree here, you can see it's the wrong reflection, ultraviolet. Look at the formations and the colour that you're seeing of our sun, which is not the golden sun from the past. This is a brand new photograph as well, and you have to give credit to all these people because they are working hard, taking images for us all to see these fascinating photos of the skies. Again, look at the chemtrail activity. Look how dark it is as well, coming from this white sun. We do see some lens flares to the right hand side, but indeed what I'm trying to explain to people is this dark shadow. It's beaming down, it's darkening the land, and these chemical trails are still in force, covering up everything that they don't want us to see. Now we have attachments have come in, brand new photos as well, from John Pluto from Melbourne in Australia. These attachments have just come in right now. And it's, again, I respect everybody sending photos in, and we all have the right to see them. Look at this image very carefully. there is a strange formation around with this halo. We do see this on other photographs, but indeed this is the skies right now, so it's still there, still showing up from different parts of the world. There it is again, the white sun with these chemical trails spraying very hard. Here's the next photograph as well that was sent in by John. Just a different angle, but you can clearly see, can't you, what is happening. That strange formation again. This again I believe to be technology covering up, because the sky here is darker to this shadow, to the area that you're seeing this formation. They're hiding things. Everything up there is a whitewash in haze of poison, aluminum, aluminium, and the other chemicals. I mean, they have got more and more chemicals being sprayed. I mean, we all walk around with our mobile phones. We all pay our petroleum into our cars. We're paying our taxes. We're paying our mortgages, our bills, our food monies. And they're doing this up there, thousands of feet high, looking down at us, spraying these chemtrails, chemical cloud formations, crisscrossing the skies to the area that we see the sun. Something is seriously wrong, and no one is saying anything. Many truthers are speaking out, and it is a shame, isn't it, what they're doing? It really is. I'm going to move to John's next photo. This is a very interesting photo as well to show you. That's coming from Melbourne in Australia. Can you see again, just below on that rooftop, there is a white reflection, not a gold reflection that you've seen in the past. Now these people, just like John, is seeing this evidence, is seeing that the skies are dimming. These people, there's more and more people coming forward. Look at again, you've got this strange reflection in the skies. These are chemical cloud systems, all of it. Thank you, John, for these fantastic photos. Please keep safe. If you get any more photos and images, send them through to us, and take care. And I respect it as well that we've got an Australian skywatcher. We've got many skywatchers in Australia. These follow-up photos have come in from Eric Grimmer from France. He has lived in France for many years. He moved there because he wants to see the beautiful scenery, the beautiful skies. We all do, don't we? But now what he's seeing through the past years is this geoengineering spraying in front of the sun. This first photograph was sprayed. This chemical cloud system you can see is before the sunrise. He is angry about this. Many of these that we have in our community, skywatchers, are very, very disappointed what they're seeing in the heavens every single day. Now, he's had enough of the TV media. He can see right through them. And he states as well in his email, we are getting closer to D-Day. Which is true, because all I can say, and I've spoke to other channel members as well, is there has been a continuous build-up of this geoengineering. Let me now move to Eric's next truthful photograph. See, again, taking the photograph around 8 AM in the morning, seeing all these chemical trails being sprayed. Can you see the angle of these chemical trails? I believe these are not military planes. The angle is wrong to the chemtrail that you see to the left side. It's from the land straight up. Now, again, our governments around the world are now in the motion of the New World Order. This is what they're doing, because everywhere that we see from different parts of the world are doing this. The evidence is that I'm having emails from right across our world, members in our community looking up to the skies and seeing this. Let me now move to Eric's next image. Okay, as I'm talking through Eric's images, I've just got an email that's just come through stating from Eric from France that he is so upset again how people are walking round and no one is looking up. It's frustrating him. It's frustrating many people. These are not cloud systems, and when you do talk to certain people, they look up to the heavens and they think that they are just normal contrails. Now, I know that the public will look through the internet. They will Google this just to check and have a look. But there's so many misleading web pages that will state that these are just contrails. They do this to stop mass panic. They should just come out with this truth. But like on the photograph as well, can you see how dark the trees are, the land? Look at the area that we see of the Sol. It's not the same. There's many colours out there as well. Okay, we're looking at the last photograph from Eric. Now, to people, members of the public, if you're watching this channel right now, and I hope that many of you are, because our community are fully aware of this. We're looking at the photo now, okay, and they do look like contrails. Now, I'm going to zoom into the photograph and I'm going to explain what you're going to see. What I've done is I've zoomed into an area of the photograph, closely to the middle of the image. What you're seeing again isn't contrails, because if they were contrails, passenger jets, business trips, they are flying very close to one another. Look how close these are. Look at this one going straight through the middle of this chemical, which I call them trails, geoengineering. Now look at the material that's coming off these. Poison, barium, just hanging in there in the skies, and they will go. They will fall down to the land. There's many people now emailing it, explaining that they're picking up dust, not pollen, not any other ingredient, but barium and aluminium. Now, I've got a few Skywatchers doing some tests, and I will get back with that report as well, because we need to know. We can see what's going on. We can tell what's happening. We can see the dust landing on our cars, our rooftops, and they are changing their chemicals. These chemicals multiply in our skies. Now that isn't natural, is it? That is very unhealthy. So thank you again for these photographs. Now we've got some other Skywatchers from Portland, USA. Little cats. Now, explaining through the email, they are so shocked to see this pink colour that's reflecting through. You can see it beaming off those chemical cloud formations. To the left side of this haze of geoengineering are them strange cloud systems. I saw them today as well. Now to the right side we are seeing a dark sky. These people again from all over the world are showing the same darkness with these images. Now they're picking it up at the right time, because when we see the reflector rising in the skies during the 12 p.m. skies just after, everything lightens up again. Even the evening sundown, we do see the Sol. Now they are tricking us, they are confusing us, and they will do this. They've got the ability to do this with the technology that they're using. Look on the screen. This isn't genuine. What you're seeing again, you're seeing a reflector, a white sun. Look closely as well to this huge chemtrail. I'm going to zoom in to the colours. Here's the zoomed in photograph. Now I respect people that turn around and say, look, you've got it wrong. These are just cloud formations and contrails. I'm not here to worry anybody. I'm just an observer, just like all of you. I speak out what I believe. And my belief is that I believe that there is an intruder in our solar system. I do believe that this is a cover-up. Now, the thoughts on the issue of truth is that they are geoengineering all our skies. We do see the sun that is a different colour. We have been seeing the sun that has changed. And we have seen abrupt weather patterns through the different months. Even April, it's been very, very different. I mean, the temperatures were very high today at 25. Now, it's confusing, isn't it? Because what we've got is the jet stream that's slowed down. There is gaps in the jet stream. They geoengineered to try and hide those gaps, cover them up. Now, again, what we're seeing is a change. Carlos Ferrada in the video quite some time back said the changes will show themselves. This is what we're seeing. Let me now move to the other photograph. Okay, I've just got this photograph as well that's just come in from Wallace, from the border of Ohio. Now, indeed, people have got the right to have their photos showing on the screen. I've got thousands of images to still get through, even from the past weeks. This image again, this person in our community is seeing this, seeing these pink reflections on those chemical formations, the dark sky and this white sun. Now, this is quite a serious matter, isn't it? I mean, I don't make no money from this. I'm just here to collect the photographs, place them onto the archives, speak through them, and just carry on. And I will carry on. It's a situation that has to be spoken about because we can all see there is something wrong. Now, I'm going to go to other photographs, and thank you for your long email as well, and I will get in touch with you shortly. Okay, I want to show you this picture as well that's very interesting. This is coming from Kay Barnes from Kentucky. Now, we do see a lens flare. Don't be foiled about that, because we've just got to turn away from the lens flare. Now, there's a lot of things happening on this photograph. What we're seeing again, the white area of the sun now that's changed, we can see this strange halo. These are, again, from the reflector. Can you see these lines spread out? A haze in the skies, and this colour as well. Now, this colour that you see, okay, let me just zoom into this for you, please. This isn't coming from this area here. This is a reflector. It's white. This is beaming off a different colour straight in front of us. What you're seeing, this colour here, is what's being hidden. In the background, there is another object beaming its own light source, reflecting through, very strong now, and it's bouncing, beaming off these broken chemical cloud systems. Down here as well, you're seeing these lines again from this simulator. This is what they do, this is how they're doing it, and they're spraying to cover up this. Here we have an image that's coming from Tonya from Alabama. She can see the reflector in the skies, the white area of the sun. She's taken this photograph pointing downwards, away from the reflector, because many other people in our community speak out about this dark shadow across the area that they see of the land. But we've got others, skeptics, out there stating that when you point the camera to the sun, everything does become dark. It's natural for a camera to do that. So what's happening now? We've got other truthers that are pointing the camera away from the reflector, down to the ground, showing you that it is getting darker. Look at the sky to the opposite side, when the reflector is in the area that we see in the heavens. The photograph is genuine, the skies are darkening. So thank you for this image. here we have Melissa's image that's come in from LA. Look at the photograph again. Now, I showed you that image, didn't I, of the camera that was taken down towards focusing on the grass, the garden area, from another member of our community, from a different part of the regions out there. Now, look at this image very closely. What we're seeing now is the reflector. We can see that the sun, the area has changed its colour. Look at the sky, very similar to the other photograph, isn't it? Dark blue skies, even the trees, very dark. The reflection here on this growing tree is reflecting differently. Now, I wouldn't put it past that indeed those trees in the next few years will be destroyed. It's a shame, isn't it? Now, I'm going to move to another photograph, and God bless you for your long email, and also please do take care too. Okay, now we've got some fresh attachments that's come through from Kelly from Sussex in England. Now, I've had quite a few emails and comments explaining that many people have seen a clear blue sky today, and even yesterday of a normal coloured sun, and everything was all right in England. Now, I looked towards the heavens and I could see what Kelly's seeing on these photographs. It was geoengineering all day long, spraying the area that we see to believe to be the sun, like on the photograph. So I don't know what part of England you're from, but again, I respect everybody that speaks out, and I share my thoughts towards those people, and it's so important just to rise above, be positive, and keep showing the images. Let me move to Kelly's next photo. Okay, we're looking at Kelly's next photograph, and indeed these parts of all parts of the world, there's family members in communities, in housing areas, and all this that's being sprayed will land down on those houses, trees, and the wildlife. And I'm getting, still to this day, to this hour, to this moment, emails stating that pets are not acting right and wildlife are just not the same, because they do get affected by what's being sprayed in the skies. We all do. So let me now move to Kelly's next photograph. I mean, look at this. It's everywhere, isn't it? See, this is exactly what I saw in the skies these past few days. The temperature has been quite high, and this geoengineering again, everything, everywhere, has been hammered like you see on the photograph. Dark shadows, and what we're seeing of the dimming of the sun. I'm going to zoom into something here as well on the photograph. See, what I've done is I've zoomed into the centre area, what we see just below the white sun being sprayed. Now, I believe that they're using some other devices to spray our skies, because the area that we see of the chemical trails are a lot thinner than normal military planes, or planes that they use that we are so used to of seeing in the past. Now, these days have been clear these past few days, so I'm going to get some photographic evidence on video myself, zoom into these objects if I can catch these, and produce them onto video as well. I'm going to get a right close look at this now the cloud systems have cleared, because these past weeks in April we've had thick cloud cover. So I mean, 1 minute the temperatures are very low, and then now it's very high. It's up and down all the time, isn't it? There's people still talking about snow in different parts of the area, and it's supposed to be hot. So the changing of the weather patterns have indeed become abrupt. Now let me just zoom out to show you this. Okay, I just want to give some information out as well, just to ask for the sky watchers to study as well through the daytime. When we do see the skies around 3 p.m, we see towards the area of the sun, I want you to focus on this orange colour that's reflecting on this chemical trail. Here as well, we're seeing the orange colour. Now, those colours, again, are coming from something else, not from our sun. I want to just move to the area that we see of the white sun on the photo. Many people still state as well that chemical trails that you see in the sky are red. They're spraying different colours up there. But what you can, what I'm showing you now of the area, it's coming from the outer area, from where we see this white area of the sun. Not from chemical trails. This area here as well, what you're seeing is geoengineering spraying very hard through the day. I mean, look at this down here. It's a strange formation of chemical trails spraying. I mean, it's coming from this area. Very important to keep an eye on this. Okay, right. This is the last photo on this gallery, and just got loads of photos to go through, and I will show them on another video shortly. Now, all through this video, we're seeing this dark sky, aren't we? Okay? Now, we've got to focus as well on this situation because, as I said earlier on, we do have skeptics that will turn around and say that the camera will darken on the photograph, the image, because of the brightness that we're seeing from the sun. Now, the sun is covered up with chemtrails, chemical cloud system, poison. It's all up there. Now, as it's being covered, just below, even the shadow on the house and the background just above, we're seeing a dark sky. A chemical cloud would not do that. The size of it, I mean, the size of the sun, we've got to think of these differences of perception. It's important because they will try and fool you to thinking the perception is all wrong. They jumble it up and try and mix it up to try and disinform us, doubt us. But indeed, what we're seeing on every photo is that our skies are too dark for April of 2018. We're seeing, again, this pink colour. It's not a camera apparition. This is a true situation. You need to look up towards the heavens and you can see that colour. When you see those geoengineering planes, please look at the colour of the white line in the sky, and then when the plane is heading closer towards the reflector, you will start to see and catch that strange orange colour. So everybody in our community, please have a safe day and God bless. From Matt Rogers.